insane cardio routines such as running endless miles on a treadmill, climbing countless steps on a stair climber, and riding stationary bikes nowhere can become very boring and very repetitive. That's why many people have taken up the sport of boxing, not simply to win the title bout, but just for the clean, effective workouts that boxing has to offer. Boxing has many unique fitness equipment tailored to the sport to improve the overall fitness, endurance, strength, and physical tone of any athlete at any skill level. Today I'll be talking about one of those pieces of equipment, which is the speed bag. Today I'm going to tell you how to set up, strike, and the types of workouts that can be done using the speed bag. Although it may seem easy to just walk up to the speed bag and just hit it endless times over and over, it does require some preparation. It does require to have the proper setup and the proper equipment needed for the actual speed bag itself. Today, let's begin by talking about the actual setup that is needed for an actual wall-mounted unit, something I've been working out with today. When setting up your speed bag, there are three parts to your speed bag that you need to watch out for. When set up your speed bag, you want to adjust the height level to where the board clears your head. You also want to set up to make sure that your bag is adjusted to height level of your face. You also want to make sure that your swivel moves in 360-degree colors, free from obstruction, and moves freely on its own. You also want to select a good bag size that is commensurate with your skill level. The bag sizes I have here are, this is a beginner size bag for anyone looking to improve their strength and endurance while beginning to use a speed bag. An intermediate is anyone that is increasing their speed and agility while using a speed bag. And you have the advanced, they're using a combination of both previous speed bags to improve your speed, endurance, and strength in using the speed bag. And also, it moves a lot faster than the other two. After you select the correct bag size, you want to pump your bag up. You want to make sure there's no wrinkles inside your bag at all. You also want to make sure you can make a small hand indentation on your bag itself. Remember, the bigger the bag is, the slower the bag will move. The smaller the bag is, the faster it will move. The harder the bag is, the faster the bag will move. The softer the bag is, the slower it will move. I know it sounds confusing, but it will come key to striking the bag, something we'll be talking about a little bit later on. After you have set up your actual wall mount itself, you want to actually select the most important part, which is hand protection. Hand protection is key to any boxing equipment, period, because it protects your hands from bruises and scratches when hitting the actual speed bag. Remember, the speed bag is leather and it can cut your hands. Now to discuss how to set up the proper equipment that is needed for the speed bag, let's talk about striking the speed bag itself. The best part that everyone likes to do is hit the speed bag. Everyone needs to remember it does require proper stance and the proper form and practice to hit the speed bag itself. When hitting your speed bag, you want to make sure that you have the proper stance. Everything starts with the base. You want to have your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, with your feet firmly on the ground. The next part is the stance. When you take your stance, you want to have your hands up the whole time, protecting yourself at all times like you would in an actual 12-round fighting bout. This actually simulates you punching over and over again, improving the actual physical tone, endurance, and strength in your biceps, triceps, and your shoulders. Now we'll talk about actual impact of the ball. Impact of the bag itself requires your side of your palm, the knuckles of your index, your middle finger, or your ring and your pinky finger. All these have a different rotation rebound when you hit your speed bag, so it requires you to adjust accordingly, which will improve your hand-eye coordination and your timing. We talked about setting up your height level. When you set up your height level, the setting is important because if you didn't set it up correctly, when you do your hand rotations, you want to have a small hand rotation striking bag. If it's set up incorrectly, you may go too high, you strike the top of your board, which will make your workout ineffective. Or if you had it set up too low, you may miss the bag totally. I know it sounds confusing, but you need to make sure that setup is key. Now with your hand rotation, talk about the hand rotation. You want to make sure that you use your whole body, because the speed bag is your whole body fitness when you're hitting the speed bag. You want to make sure you move your hips in a small rotation back and forth when you're hitting your speed bag while you're alternating hands. This will actually increase the tone and ab work of when you're hitting your bag. Now to discuss how to strike the speed bag, Let's talk about the types of workouts that can be done while using the actual speed bag itself. The types of workouts that can be done when using speed bag are your timed workouts, your pyramid workouts, and alternating hand workouts. Alternating hand workouts requires you to hit the bag one repetition on each hand over and over again until your hands get actually tired. For example, you hit your bag with your right hand one time, hit the bag with your left hand one time, over and over again until your hands become physically tired to where you can't hit anymore. All three workouts with pyramid, time, and alternating hands can work in combination with each other. The next is your pyramid workout. Your pyramid workout requires you to hit, for example, you hit 3 hits on your right hand, alternate to 3 hits on your left hand. But the difference is you're going from 1 through 10, then 10 back down to 1 again. You can choose any height number that you want, but remember, you'll be hitting that constant hand with that same rotation hit of that repetition that you need. Once you hit that goal, move on to your next hand. I know it sounds confusing, but when you become good at this, with using practice, you can use the speed bag any kind of effective way to work out. The best effective way is to use a timed workout. Timed workout requires you to have a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute rounds with 30 seconds rest in between with consecutively hitting the ball. Once you become good at this, you're able to use this with your workout routine, which will improve your cardio, your hand-eye coordination, your timing, technique when hitting your speed bag, and you include this in your everyday life, which will improve your actual cardio. It's a low cardio impact for anyone at any skill level that is seeking for a good workout. And today, the information I provided you, how to set up, strike, and the types of workouts that can be done using the speed bag can make your workout days a lot more effective.